Alright, we've got our last four here. So we should definitely be able to finish this under the 15-minute time. Starting with 27, the side of a cube is represented by c feet. Let's start by writing a polynomial that represents the volume of a cube. So a area of a square, and I know it's not asking for a square, would be side squared. If we got into a cubed, it would be side cubed. Alright, so if they're telling us that our side is c feet long, then, and that would be volume, our volume will be c cubed. Now if I write a polynomial to represent the surface area of the cube, what you are doing here, let's compare it first to just a square. It would be side times side, and our sides are always the same, so it would be side squared. But for a square, you have 6 sides. So I need to do 6s squared. In our particular problem, our surface area, we will have c squared 6 times. Now, we want to increase each side of the cube by 2 feet, write a polynomial that represents the new volume of the cube. I have the volume here. Just change up the side of my cube slightly by adding 2 feet, but it will still be cubed. Now I actually want this as a polynomial written out, so let me write this as c plus 2 times c plus 2 times c plus 2. What I want to do first is multiply these two together. If I use my special sum pattern, I would know that this is going to be 4c plus 4 times c plus 2. Then I need to distribute these to all of the terms. This is going to be c cubed plus 2c squared plus 4c squared plus 8c plus 4c plus 8. Okay, let me make some more room over here. Put that like that. And if I simplify this all out, I get c cubed plus 6c squared plus 12c plus 8. Let's check out 28 and 29. Write a polynomial that has 2 positive roots and 1 negative root. Okay, so be careful. You're allowed to create whichever you like. And if I was using x, if I just was writing a random polynomial x plus 2, x plus 2, be careful. This is not 2 positive roots, because when if I were to solve for, and actually let me make this 3. If I was to solve for this one, I would get negative 2, and this would be negative 3. So if you want a positive root, you would actually need to write something that has a minus in it. Okay, let me backtrack back a bit and just work on this problem here though. So 2 positive roots means I would need x with something subtracting, and 1 negative would be a positive. Now, whichever one you guys pick, you will get a different polynomial, but from here, you would FOIL the first 2, and then, so in this case, I would get x squared minus 3x plus 2 times x plus 1, and then I would distribute out all my terms and get your polynomial. Okay, I won't go through that. Everyone's will be a little bit different. If you'd like extra practice on products of polynomials, then you can come to me for some help. So with that in mind, if I do this second one, 2 and 2, these would be my 2 positive roots. and my two negative roots. And then multiply out. Sorry, it's a lot of multiplying there. 30. The length of a rectangle is 4x squared, and the width is 3x plus 1. Let's start by drawing a little picture of that rectangle. The rectangle length would be 4x squared plus 3x minus 2, and the width is 3x plus 1. Now, a polynomial that represents the perimeter of a rectangle would be 2 times L plus W. So let me combine my length in W and then multiply that by 2. So I have 4x squared plus 3x minus 2 plus 3x plus 1. This is the same thing as 2 times 4x squared plus 6x minus 1. And I'm going to go ahead and distribute the 2 to get 8x squared plus 12x minus 2. That's a function for my perimeter. What is the perimeter when x is equal to 3? So if I was to think of that as a function, plug in 3, then I would get 8 times 3 squared plus 12 times 3 minus 2. I get 8 times 9 plus 36 minus 2. 8 times 9 is 72 plus 36 minus 2, and I get here 106 total. And let's see, they don't give us a unit of measurement, so I won't write anything particular there. Alright guys, there you go. That's the rest of them. If you have any questions, feel free to message me. Come get help. We want to have this test taken by Friday. Well, check your calendar because that might vary depending on when you're watching this video. All right.